I watched a video once that told me that my Valentino rock studs were totally done and nobody with any fashion sense would wear them. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I am really excited about today's video, and the reason I'm really excited about it is I have had an absolute ball watching everybody's version of this video. This is the things that annoy me about YouTubers or about luxury YouTubers. I bet you on somebody's video hitting the tripod while talking to the camera was one of the things, and I've just done it. Oh, you have to laugh at yourself, don't you? So this was a video that was started by Winnie BLV, Yoda Style and Autumn Beckman. Now all three of these ladies I already watch. I am subscribed to all of their channels. I really enjoy their vibe. But they came up with this collab where all three of them released a video at the same time of the things that YouTubers or luxury YouTubers do that annoy them. And I can tell you that I actually sat, and I don't have a lot of time, I have work full-time, business, 2 young children, and I enjoyed these videos so much I actually sat and watched all three of them one after the other. I don't often do that with YouTube, but yeah, and I have since also watched Andrew's video who did this, and I've watched Connor's video who also did this, and I have enjoyed each and every one of them. So I am going to give you my take on the things that annoy me. I left a comment on Andrew's video, can't remember which part I was commenting on, and she said to me, go on, tell us what yours are if you dare. And I thought, okay, I'll dare. I'll do it for the crack. Yeah, good fun. Okay. The first thing I suppose I should say is I had to think about this. And the reason I had to think about this is because the people that I watch generally don't really annoy me. If there is anything in videos or anything in a certain YouTuber's videos or the style of video they do that annoys me, I just generally stop watching. And I don't even probably unsubscribe, I just probably stop watching. So I had to really think about what it is that annoys me because of the people that I regularly watch. I can't say that there's things about them that I'm watching and I'm gritting my teeth and are annoying me. But thinking back, the first one, and this has to be my biggest pet peeve, pet hate about YouTubers, and this one is a complete turn off for me. And whenever I see this in videos, I stop watching. And it is when a YouTuber, a luxury YouTuber, tells us that things are over, they are done, you shouldn't be wearing them anymore, they should go and die, they should not be... I'm thinking specifically, I watched a video once that told me that my Valentino rock studs were totally done and nobody with any fashion sense would wear them and they're horrendous and how would you be seen going out of the house still wearing those? And I thought, I really like them and I paid quite a lot of money for them, and I don't really want to come on here and for you to tell me in your completely different life than mine that what I am wearing is done and unfashionable and I shouldn't step out of the house in it. And to be honest, at that point I realised this is totally unrelatable to me. Your life is so different to mine that I can't watch you anymore because what you're saying is so blasé and the items are just things that even though they cost huge amounts of money, that's done. That's done. You shouldn't be wearing that. Done. Awful. Don't let yourself down. No. In my lifestyle, Valentino rock studs are very expensive, are a fabulous pair of shoes. I still wear them with pride. I definitely don't think they're done. I don't want to come on to YouTube channels and feel less or feel like my items or my purchases are I don't care if they're trendy, but out of fashion, shouldn't wear them, shouldn't leave the house in them. The same video talked about Balmain blazers. I'm not here for that. I don't want to feel like that. And I also don't really think that it is the place of anybody to be telling other people what they've spent their money on. You shouldn't be leaving the house in that. And I know the Gucci belt gets attacked a lot, and Winnie talked about this in her video. And if you've spent, I don't have a Gucci belt, I have a Louis Vuitton belt and a Dior belt that are pretty similar. But I think if you've spent that sort of money on a belt, you wear that belt because that's a lot of money. And I don't know about you guys, but where I live and in my life, it's not as if I'm that was funny. That's some people's hates. It's not as if I'm walking down New York Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week all the time. It's just normal life. So if I want to wear a belt or a pair of shoes or something that other people think are out and done, I'm going to. And I suppose the annoying thing for me in those videos is it's not even as if, well, I feel for me personally, this is out of style and I'm not going to, you shouldn't be wearing this and it's done and don't leave the house in it, and no, just no. Just no. Number 2, and it's very close to that, and it is, and I've made a whole video on this, it is YouTubers telling you that your items are basic. When they call my beloved Louis Vuitton Neverfull basic. Now, I get people, oh, the door's moved. I get people saying that it's basic as in it is one of the more affordable level bags to start buying Louis Vuitton, although now it's like £1,100 in sterling. That's a lot of money for a handbag for somebody to be saying it's basic. Or the canvas, people say the canvas is basic. It's not the leather bags, and I have both, and I still adore my canvas bags. I don't think that when it's said in the types of videos I'm referencing, because some people will describe it as basic, differentiating it from a different type of bag, and they don't have a negative connotation with that, or they don't mean it in a way to put you down and put your items down. The type of video I'm talking about is where it is a derogatory term and it's basic, and what are you doing with that bag, and would be seen dead with that bag. Well, lucky for you. That's fabulous and lucky for you, but I don't want to watch people that are telling me that and making me feel like that, because I love my items and I do not want to come away from a YouTube video feeling worse. I don't want to feel that my items are in it. Now I, to the point, just click out of those and it wouldn't even make me feel like that, but you shouldn't be someone that has maybe, I've said this before, my first Louis Vuitton was the Neverfull and I'd saved for it and it was €550 at the time in the GM size. Wow. And it was such a moment and such an achievement. And if I was to be watching a video straight after that and someone telling me it was basic, I would have been gutted. So that's the next thing. Number 3, and this came in quite a few of the videos I have watched, and I will link the videos down below because I have found these really entertaining and fun, and I've laughed through them, and some of the time, oh Andrew, look, a lot of the time I've laughed at myself with them, and one of the things that Andrea was having a go at herself was talking with her hands, and I've just realised I've done that to you all video. So this is one of the annoying things that I do. Another annoying thing that I know I do is I talk very quickly. Another annoying thing that I know that I do is I apologise, and Autumn had this in her video that when I'm unboxing something, I'm almost like, oh, I'm really sorry I've got this, and I'm sorry that I've bought this, and I had the money to buy this, but look what I bought, and I really want you to see it, like, you know, I want you to see this, but oh, I'm so sorry, oh, and I know I do that. Sorry, there's I'm getting excited to say, there's the other one that will be in somebody's video, kicking the tripod, but I know I do that. I know that I apologise for things that I have and I shouldn't, and Autumn's right, I shouldn't. My husband tells me in real life that I shouldn't. I suppose it's coming from a background where we didn't have that sort of money, and spending that sort of money on something like a bag was just, couldn't even been imagined, and probably would have been judged, you know, because it's so different to what their lifestyle was that we had, that it would be almost as in, how can you possibly spend that? So I think that's why I still can be a bit apologetic about it, and I can still be a bit like, oh, you know, tiptoeing around what, you know, what I've bought, even though it's sitting behind me and it's a bit obvious, and I know that's something. So when I was watching these videos, a lot of the time I was laughing along and either thinking, yeah, that annoys me, no, it wouldn't annoy me so much, oh, I do that and I know I'm annoying you, and I'm sorry, but yeah, I got off track there. That's probably another thing, getting off track and going on tangents, but I'm what are we doing now? We're doing number 2. Oh, no, we're doing number 3. Okay, number 3 is whenever YouTubers are not transparent about their gifted items and their sponsorships. This annoys me. Now, I have accepted sponsorships in the past. I have accepted gifted items. I have, where is it? My orange Teddy Blake bag is over here. It's not in here, it's over there because I have been using it during the week and it's just been set back down on the desk. That was gifted to me. I have been gifted clothes by LilySilk, which I still wear, and you will see me wearing on my Instagram and you will see me wearing in my videos. They were gifted to me. I had some jewellery gifted, which I have also worn, and which actually was the one that convinced me I could wear a ring on this finger. And I have accepted gifted items or sponsorships of items that I felt that I would genuinely like to try, that I would use, that I would get use out of. I don't want to accept things that are wasteful and are going to end up not being used and having to be recycled or disposed of, because I think that's hugely wasteful. I also do not want to accept any sponsorships that I think I wouldn't actually use. And I am glad and proud, I suppose, to say that I've worn the LilySilk clothes and still wear them. I like them. I've used a Teddy Blake bag and still use it, and I've worn the jewellery and still wear it. And I think that is one thing on this point I'm making. And the other thing is, whenever you are doing that and you're showing it in a video, just put the paid promotion thing. When you upload your video, there's a bit where you tick and it says if there's a paid promotion. And if you're talking about something that was gifted to you, then you tick the paid promotion and it comes up along the screen somewhere. I think it's this size. But I've been watching, there's been videos I've been watching, quite a few, and I've been thinking to myself, this sounds like an advert, this sounds like a sponsored video or a gifted video, but it doesn't say that it's a gifted video. And I think if you want to accept gifted videos, or gifted items and sponsored videos, absolutely you do that. But I think be transparent about it. And I think say that the items are gifted or sponsored, and make sure that your audience, whenever they start watching the video, knows that. When I watch them and I think, that's a bit sneaky and you didn't tell me that was gifted, and now I know it is because I can tell this is an ad, it turns me off a bit. Another one, I suppose, is there are certain channels that you will watch that seem to accept everything. Now, that's up to you. That is entirely up to you as a YouTuber or a content creator. This is obviously, if it is a full-time job for you, I suppose there's more pressure to accept more, or if you're trying to supplement your income from it. And it is about making YouTube videos is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of commitment and a lot of dedication. So yes, I have absolutely no difficulty with saying to you that if something comes along and I'm interested in it, I will accept it as a gifted item or a sponsored item, and I will talk to you about it. If it's something that I think that I will like, I will use, will work, will fit with my audience, will fit with the things that you would be interested. I nearly said you guys, that was on somebody's one that annoyed them. But if I think it's something that will fit with what you would be interested in. But I will try to only accept things that I think I'll actually use and like and would be worthwhile to review. I, as a small channel, get numerous emails with offers of sponsorships and collaborations. So I can only imagine how many the bigger channels get. I could have sat here to you and talked about the false eyelashes I don't wear, the coloured contact lenses I don't wear, the glasses I don't wear, the different types of silk I don't wear, the other handbags I don't use, the clothes, sports clothes I don't wear, the workout clothes that I would be embarrassed to put on in front of you because, you know, how it would look, that I don't wear. But I choose to only accept ones that I think fit. There are certain channels that I have sort of stopped watching now that it seemed to me that they accept everything, and it became so repetitive that so many of the videos were a sponsor or an ad. And I have no difficulty with, so if someone, for example, was lucky enough to have a luxury YouTube channel and they were showing us a sponsored or gifted luxury handbag in every video, absolutely, good for you. And I'm here to watch your handbags, so if it's gifted to you, fabulous. But when it's different items that don't really fit and are showing up all the time, like for example, I know personally I have worked and had a video before with LilySilk, and then I have had so many emails from different silk companies which are basically the same thing. Now, I don't want to be coming on one week and showing you LilySilk and the next week and showing you some other silk and the next week showing you some other silk, and I just get a wee bit off put when there are certain channels that I've watched that just seem to be taking them all and it's showing me a different one and you know, pushing a different one in every video, and I find that a bit off-putting. I suppose the next number, what are we even on? I don't even know. The next number is also the videos that are trying to get you to buy crap, basically. I'm just gonna take a cue from everybody else's book and just put it out there. The videos are trying to get you to buy crap. And there is a lot of crap you don't need. And I will try to do videos on my channel of things that I have that I don't recommend or things that haven't worked out, so as you guys know, because I'm conscious that when you see us unboxing things or having things or using things, that you may be encouraged to buy it. And if there is something I think you should be warned about it, like my beloved mini capucines for an example, where as much as I love that bag, it's quite awkward to use, or as much as I love the Gucci shoes, but they're quite long, that I think you guys, sorry, I think that you should know that and have a more rounded view. I have a difficulty with certain channels that become to the point that they're trying to sell you crap all the time, and it'll be, say for example, my top 10 Amazon picks, and it'll be 10 items that you don't need. Like, and I'm giggling because I'm thinking about Yoda with her potato masher head massager that she doesn't need and didn't need but was tempted to buy and persuaded to buy by somebody saying these are the items that you need. And I think there is a risk to that, because I certainly know that whenever I was younger, and I'm not even talking about that long ago, but before that I could afford to buy luxury on a more regular basis, there is something about wanting a bit of it and wanting to buy a part of it that you can afford. And I keep talking with my hands, sorry. But if there is items that we are showing you as luxury items, and we're saying these are the 10 items that you need from Amazon, and you maybe don't need them, I would feel a bit of a risk and a responsibility that if you're either starting your collection, starting your luxury journey, or wanting to buy these things, or wanting a bit of it, that you're going to feel by buying that you're getting a bit of it. Because if I'm talking to you about luxury handbags and the next minute I'm saying to you, these are 10 items I think you should buy, I would be worried that you're going to think, well, I'm getting a bit of that luxury style or that luxury element by buying these things. And a lot of the times in the videos you wouldn't be. You would be buying things you don't need, and you would be buying things that are probably quite rubbish, and you would be buying things that are not worth your money, and you'd be better putting your money and waiting to putting it together to get an SLG or something. And I find that a bit off-putting, and I think it's no... I think sometimes there has to be a little bit of responsibility about what we're putting out. And if we're saying to you, these are 10 wonderful Amazon items, and they're not really all that great, or they're going to lie in your drawer, or they're a waste of your money, I just find that a bit off-putting. Following on from that, my next one is there are certain YouTubers that it is clear they order items or they buy items to unbox and then they return them, or they order and buy items and they quickly sell them after. Now, there was a video I have mentioned before, but I watched previously from my girl T at Living Life with Daily Chic. I really enjoy her style. She is straight at it. She talks to you straight, and I really enjoy that. And she had said in a video about YouTubers that do this, that buy things and then tell you how wonderful they are, and these are wonderful and great and obsessed and change your life, and you have to have this, and then the next minute it's either been returned or been sold. Now, T did a follow-up video with this explaining a bit of it. Yes, I get if this is something that you're saying that I was interested in this, I wanted to try it, I've ordered it to try it, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, I'm not sure if it's wonderful, but I wanted to see what it's like. Absolutely no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with that. I did order previously in a video the Vanity PM, and I said on the video, I'm not sure about this, and then it did get returned. I think that's fair enough. What I am talking about is people that order bags or items and tell us in the video, this is the most beautiful leather and I'm obsessed with it and it's stunning and it's fabulous and it's wonderful. And there's no hint that there's any not happiness with it or no intention to keep it or no intention to have it. And then it gets sold or it gets returned. And I think just have a bit of transparency about that. I get a little bit off-put watching people that do that, because when we do unbox these items and you're shown these items and you're saying it's fabulous and it's wonderful, anyone else watching could be encouraged to buy it because you've unboxed it and you're talking about it and you're saying how wonderful it is, but you've no intention of keeping it because you don't actually think it's wonderful and you've only ordered it to unbox it and then you're returning it or you're selling it. And I think just be a bit more transparent with that. And don't be telling somebody that something is absolutely amazingly wonderful if you've no intention to keep it. Absolutely though, YouTubers should be free to order things and try them and decide if they like them and decide if they're going to return them. Absolutely 110%. It's your choice. If it's not right, if the quality's not right or it doesn't suit you or you don't want it, absolutely return it. But I think in your video when you're unboxing it or looking at it, that probably should be coming across that you're not 100% clear or sure, rather than it being the best thing ever and then it's being returned. Next one is the thumbnail, and I think a few people have mentioned this, and it's when it is clearly misleading and clearly clickbait, and the thumbnail is designed to click on the video and you're not talking about what's in the thumbnail. I watched one with a YouTuber holding 2 bags of a luxury house, and I think the title across it was something like another unboxing or something, and I thought it was an unboxing, and I like unboxings, and I know some people maybe don't like a lot of unboxings, but I like to see what people are getting. So I clicked on it and it wasn't an unboxing at all, and I clicked out and I was just a bit and I think try and have your thumbnails what is actually going to be in the video the same as vlogs. You maybe have something on the thumbnail in the vlog and it lasts for like 30 seconds and then the rest of the vlog is nothing about it, and I think that can be a bit misleading. Yeah, I think it can. And the last one that I'm going to talk about, Dale has talked about this, I think Dale made a whole video about this, is if you used to be a luxury lover and a luxury purchaser and a luxury collector, and you used to show us all your lovely hauls and lots of bags, and then you changed direction and you decide that you don't want to have such a large collection anymore and you want to downsize, that is absolutely 110% fine. That is absolutely fine. You have decided that it is no longer for you. You have decided you no longer want to buy this or buy this amount of stuff. You have decided you want to downsize. That doesn't mean I have to. And that doesn't mean that all us other luxury lovers that maybe like having what we have or maybe like having larger collections or want to still buy things, that doesn't mean that the judgment should turn around. And whereas you shouldn't be judging somebody for buying all of this stuff in the first place, you shouldn't be judging for someone for not wanting to buy it. But if you've now decided that you want to buy less, but that's fine. But that is your choice, and there shouldn't be any judgment coming back to people that still want to buy the stuff. Or there also shouldn't be any patronisation or patronising anyone that still wants to buy the stuff. And if you're changing on your journey and you feel that you're buying those and you feel that you were buying all of those items because you had underlying issues or there were reasons that you wanted to buy them, brilliant that you've worked through that. But please don't project those issues and those problems onto us. I buy these things because I like them. I had lots and lots and lots of years when I didn't buy any of them because I couldn't afford it. There is nothing wrong in my life. I'm quite happy, quite lucky in lots of ways, and I'm not buying these to fill any sort of void. I'm buying them because I'm not in a position to be able to buy them, and I really like pretty colours. But so if you're now in the position where you think that there were reasons behind you buying all this stuff, they're your reasons. Own them. You don't need to project them onto the rest of us that are still buying it. You also don't need to be a little bit patronising about people still buying things. And I think as well as that, you need to be honest then about where you are still buying and what you are still doing. Because if there's going to be lots of videos about I don't want to buy this anymore and I'm not doing this anymore, and then there's a haul or there's stuff that is clearly still being clearly still being bought, it all becomes the message becomes a bit confused, and I get a bit confused about what's actually going on. I don't know if we're downsizing or I don't know if we are still buying this stuff, and clearly you are downsizing, but then there's lots of new stuff still coming, and I find that a little bit off-putting, and I don't like to be feeling like I'm being lectured for what I'm still buying, or that the problems you may have had and the issues you may have had are now mine when they're not. And I think I know Dale has a full video on that if you want to explore that a bit further. You know what, by Dale I mean Dale's Addiction. Absolutely adore Dale, she's one of my best friends here, and check out her channel if you want to look into that a little bit deeper. But I've lost count. Those are the things that annoy me. And I know I just said and I know that annoys some people. But those are the things that annoy me whenever I'm watching luxury YouTubers. But as I say, I generally just click out and don't really watch them anymore. And the people that I do regularly watch, I had to think about this because there's nothing in their videos that really annoy me because I just enjoy watching them. That's why I do watch them. I hope you've enjoyed this. I thought these videos were great. Fabulous collab, by the way, ladies. Fabulous idea. Let's take it a bit of tongue-in-cheek, laugh at ourselves, because I know I do a lot of the things that annoy people. There we go, with the hands. Yeah, great fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will put the other videos in the description box. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.